We begin this morning with breaking news. CM Life reporting that Central Michigan quarterback John Keller is in critical condition after a shooting this weekend. Stephanie, and I want to ask you, obviously a very somber day today. What has the city been like? I had to scrape off my windshield this morning, and then I couldn't see on my way to work because of the fog. In Massachusetts, investigators believe they found the remains of 5-year-old Elijah Lewis. The child was last seen about a month ago. Gabrielle is at the start line. We'll check in with her in just a minute, but we're going to start off with Emily. And Emily, is the rain going to stay away for this morning's race?
After 10 days away from the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers is expected to start today against the Seahawks.
If you're a Starbucks fan, here's a story you'll probably be excited about. I know I am. Studio Park right here in Grand Rapids opened the first Starbucks of its kind in Michigan. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is defending the law, saying it provides enough time to get an abortion if a woman wants one, though millions across the U.S. disagree.
Get ready for some sticker shock as you stuff your holiday bird. The cost of Thanksgiving staples are on the rise, and this is shaping up to be the most expensive Thanksgiving ever.
There's going to be 8,200 fans here later this morning, and Ron Colangelo, Vice President of Communications here with the Detroit Tigers, is going to talk about what fans can expect.
We saw a huge showing of support outside the Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Office yesterday, but that all started here at the hospital. People came out to Bronson to lay flowers.
The sheriff's officials say it was a 39-year-old man who was killed here, and police were no stranger to his home. We're working to find out how union members are responding to Kellogg as they work to bring them back to the negotiating table. You can see that people are out here still on the strike line. They've been out here since October 5th. I've been playing around here all morning, and Aaliyah has been watching me miserably fail at a lot of these things, but it's been fun. I want to step aside so you can see the house and see how badly it was damaged. There's also shattered glass on the side of the house. The color purple represents a lot of different things, but for 7-year-old Wyatt Berner, the purple glow of the Allegan Bridge is just for him.
It just made my heart feel like, I don't even know how to explain that, but, well, it made me feel happy.
You see, for the most part, Wyatt is your typical kid. He likes to play, run, but inside his head, things are different.
To me, it's a lightning storm in my brain.
He had his first seizure when he was 6 months old, but it wasn't until several years later that he was finally diagnosed with epilepsy.
It's lonely when you're sitting in the hospital and you're waiting and supposed to hope that your baby has a seizure, or when you're switching a new med and wondering how it's going to affect him, or watching it.
As a parent, it's a heartbreaking journey. When the meds didn't work, Wyatt's mom, Melissa Berner, made the decision to have a vagus nerve stimulator put in. It was then that they finally got a glimpse of hope.
My VNS helps, it helps prevent seizures.
Wyatt is now 9 months seizure-free, and his mom says she doesn't know where they'd be if it weren't for the support of the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan and the Allegan community. That includes business owners who've stepped up to help.
I lost a son-in-law to an epilepsy seizure, so I just felt connected to her in some way.
Heather DeLong owns Allegan Floral and offered to donate 10% of profits during the first part of November, a total of $428 to the foundation. Another local business, the Sassy Olive, launched a line of epilepsy headbands.
Team Wyatt needs all the help they can get.
And that all starts with awareness, a purple bridge that leads to a conversation.
I hope that they think that, oh, that's the bridge, it's lit up purple, but why? And then the answer to that question is because it is lit up purple and for epilepsy awareness.
It was just before 2:15 a.m. Sunday when Angela Schrader woke up to the sound of her dogs barking. When she got to the living room, she was shocked.
I could see the silhouette of someone sitting. All my lights were off, and my dogs were like one was right here and one was right here, and he had his hands up over his head. And I flipped on the light, and that's when I realized that he was fully nude.
You're okay.
She yelled to her father to call the police as she tried to ask the man why he was in her home.
I wanted a response, and he was just sitting there naked.
She threw a pair of shorts at him and told him not to move until the police got there.
I know, but you're freaking out, okay?
Schrader has 3 kids, but they happened to be at their grandma's that night.
I'm tore up about this situation. I could only imagine the fear in my children. I can't sleep at night. I've literally the last 3 days, I go to bed with my police scanner next to my ear, watching my cameras.
When someone comes into your safe space and they're uninvited and you don't know their intentions, we certainly understand how scary it could be. So it's really, really important to always make sure your windows are locked, your doors are locked.
Schrader says 9 times out of 10, she locks her front door, but after working on her camper late into the night, she fell asleep without doing so. But she's now hyper aware of it. She's also looking to press charges, saying she believes there needs to be consequences for the choices people make.
For your actions, there's reactions, and there's consequences for that. And I'm paying for it. Mentally, I'm losing a lot more than what he is.
People in wheelchairs or just any disability, they don't get out as often.
Some people are born with a disability. For others, like Carson Nineheis, it can happen suddenly with no warning.
I got in a motorcycle accident 5 years ago that left me in my wheelchair. And I am paralyzed from the chest down from the accident.
Carson says his recovery was tough. He battled depression and struggled to stay positive. But that all changed when his buddies took him hunting for the first time since his accident.
It really revitalized my spirit and my everything.
Getting back out in the woods gave him a fresh outlook and appreciation of life.
Getting back out there got this new fire in me. So after doing that, I realized that I love helping people, and it's something that I want to do.
With 650 acres of family property, Carson began brainstorming ways he could use it to give others who are paralyzed or disabled an opportunity to get out in the woods.
In 2018, they started this whole idea and started building a lodge. And then I think they realized they needed some extra help from the nonprofit side.
After connecting with Kim Monks, Hunt to Heal was formed with a mission of providing a safe and comfortable environment for anyone with any disability to enjoy outdoor experiences. No cost, no barriers, just come as you are.
My hope is that I impact someone the same way that did to me.